We got permission from KarQ to watch a few of his tips and tricks. So we're gonna watch a few of his tips and tricks videos for some characters that we play. Yeah, this was 1 year ago. No, wait, no. This was 5 years ago. 2018, bro. 5 years ago, dude. So one ASHE tip for every hero. So let's see what he's gonna teach us, chat. Maybe I haven't even seen this. Maybe some things we don't even know about, but some things we might know about or tell you guys. That's crazy though that he does ASHE and he doesn't get me for ASHE. Crazy, bro.
This is it. No highlight intro. What's going on?
I like highlight intros.
Oh.
Damn. Damn.
That was alright.
Damn.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is KarQ, and welcome to the final one tip video today with ASHE.
What is this? I don't know what language that is.
All caught up in the series, and if you're watching this in the future, well, I hope the tips aren't too outdated for you. Today's guest is a player named KarQ.
Hey guys, my name is KarQ, and I'm a hit scan player with most of my hours on Widow, and I've recently picked up ASHE.
Now let's get things rolling with the general tip.
There are a lot of general tips for ASHE, such as understanding fast time to kill combos like the body shot, dynamite, and hipfire into aim down sight headshot. However, I think the most valuable general tip I can give you is to play ASHE with the right playstyle. Although going for headshots is always ideal, don't fall for the trap of playing like an exclusive long-range sniper. You might as well play Widow at that point, and don't play up too close like a McCree. She really is the hybrid hit scan hero between those two, in which playing at mid-range and correctly using your dynamite every time it's off cooldown is probably the most important part of her kit and the go-to playstyle.
ASHE is
Even
so
flanking with your
fun.
dynamite can be a very strong tactic if the
Also, wait, he said the body shot to a headshot combo. I never do that, dude. I always just scope in and just right click. Yeah, I don't like the normal left click. I always scope in because it does more damage, obviously, and you do a shit ton more damage in general. So what the fuck is this spot? This spot, you've never seen this spot before. This is on Lejang. You could go in the doorway. So a lot of people used to TP to the window.
enemy team isn't expecting it, because
Oh my god, wait a minute, let's go back for a second.
even flanking with your dynamite can be a very strong tactic if the enemy team isn't expecting.
Oh my god, I miss this, bro. I miss this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people on the fucking team. You have your rank. Everyone sees what rank you are in the fucking game, dude. You have gold medals. The on fire. You can see the... Oh, bro, this UI was so... They need to go back. Go back. They need to go back. And the player... the borders. Bronze, silver, gold... Oh,
Expecting it because of the amount of damage targets take from the burn effect. This can actually easily get you multiple kills within seconds.
And with that out of the way, let's get started.
dang, that was a nice
She's
transition.
using boosters or defense matrix, she is fully immune to your coach gun knockback. However, you can still get a self knockback no matter what, even if she eats it with matrix. The best thing to do is wait for her boosters to finish before using it to create some distance between you. Against Orisa, you can escape halt range with your coach gun. It's also very easy
Oh
to toss
my
her down
god,
low.
okay, chat, this is irrelevant right now because there's no Orisa anymore like this, but
Over her shield and tag Orisa and her team behind it. If any of them decide to walk past the shield to avoid the dynamite, they can also fall victim to your shots. Against Ryan, there are a ton of things you can do to mess up his abilities. A very common combo right now is to call Bob on him to knock him up in the air to combo your Ryan's Shatter or Diva Bomb.
that is very hard to do.
It's also
though.
practical to call Bob or use Coach Gun to save a teammate from being pinned.
That's
Finally,
normal.
You can use your coach.
Bro, comboing a Shatter or a Diva Bomb with your Bob is so rarely used though. That no one actually does that. Nah, it's
Gun to dodge both Ryan's charge and his Shatter if you propel yourself vertically.
that's easy,
but
yeah.
not horizontally, so be careful. Against Roadhog, again, you can use Coach Gun to save an ally from being shot after they get hooked. Additionally, try to wait for Hog to use his Take a Breather ability before detonating a dynamite for maximum value. Against Winston, if he does a high jump, using your Coach Gun will disrupt his dive and leave him lingering in the air for a little bit. However, good Winstons will likely drop a well-timed bubble before they land to counter that.
true.
So your next best option is to Coach Gun out of the way before he lands so you can avoid the jump pack melee combo altogether. Against Hammond, one of the best ways to clear out his mines is to detonate your dynamite over it.
True.
It's also okay to send Bob through it to clear a path for you or your team at the expense of a big portion of his health. Additionally, use your coach gun on him during the pile drive animation to save yourself from getting caught in it. There really isn't much to say against Zarya. Just stay out of her beam range and wait for her to use bubble before tossing your dynamite to ensure she suffers the burn effect.
Now she has
Sometimes,
two bubbles, so you can't really do that.
And you know you're going to die, you can call in Bob to potentially clean up close team fights. He lasts 10 seconds, which matches the normal respawn time and can be a perfect last-ditch effort to get value before switching to goats, because your team has probably been flaming you all game to get off ASHE. And just go goats.
True!
The ASHE versus ASHE matchup is a matter of who
God.
lands their shots or whoever dynamites first. What I personally do that I found success with is to wait and call my Bob in response to their Bob so that Bobs collide, then I focus their Bob so my Bob lives and we win because I have the biggest Bob. There's not much to do against Bastion since he typically has a team composition built around him. If he's out in the open,
oh
you can
my
jiggle
god, do you guys remember this? Put a Bastion on the cart, put an Orisa on the cart, and even get a double and then get a second shield.
To do against Bastion since he typically has a team composition built around him. If he's out in the open, you can jiggle peek him, but other than that, look to toss your dynamite over any protection he has. It's also important to remember that you cannot knock him up in sentry form with Bob or coach gun. Use your coach gun when Duke decides to slam towards you to disrupt his combo. This only works when he is doing the slow arc slam and not the fast targeted one. If you have this
I actually didn't know that. If he's doing the fast arcing one, you can't boop him.
When he is doing the slow arc slam and not the fast targeted one.
I never knew that actually, but
if
you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Use your coach gun and create distance to survive. Note that you should never attempt to use coach gun directly on his rocket punch, and instead use it to propel yourself vertically to avoid him and his follow-up. If a Genji's deflecting, your coach gun knockback that would have affected him stacks on you instead, and you go flying.
Oh, I did not know that!
Against Dragon Blade, if you see him dash up, respawn immediately by throwing a dynamite near. Deflecting, your coach gun knockback that would have affected him stacks on you instead, and you go flying. Now for a big tip against Dragon Blade, if you see him dash up, respawn immediately by throwing a dynamite near your feet. And the moment that he dashes towards you, use coach gun to separate yourself along with detonating dynamite to potentially kill him. Hanzo's a pretty strong counter to ASHE because he can lunge out of your dynamite, forcing you to rely on landing your shots. The problem with this is that you're an easy target for Hanzo with storm arrows or just a single charged headshot because you move very slow while scoped. Against Junkrat, I recommend you scope and shoot Riptire twice to take it out, or you can do something a little more hard to pull off and dynamite Riptire and have the burn finish it off. But
I would not risk that. That is kind of scary.
Always keep your distance because you outdamage him at range, but lose up close because of his flashbang. Also, do not use Bob on him when he's using High Noon.
No,
other than the obvious tips like using coach gun to escape her freeze and blizzard, your best bet is to use dynamite to bait out her ice block. Against Pharah, aiming from the ground makes it easier for her to land rockets on you. Instead, if she gets close enough, you can coach gun yourself vertically to make it easier for you to land shots at a better angle.
That's true,
and
yeah,
it makes it tougher for her to land direct rockets since you're moving. One of the most important things to do against Reaper is to force his Wraith ability out. Dynamite works almost every time because he wants to use it to cleanse the burning effect. Additionally, you can use coach gun to knock back Reaper when he death blossoms and survive almost every time upon reaction. If you ever see Soldier on his biotic field, throw your dynamite at him. Even if you don't detonate it, it will almost always threaten him to leave his healing circle. Although biotic field out-heals the burn effect, the explosion and lingering burn puts him in range of dying to one scoped headshot. Be aware and listen for
I actually never knew that. I thought he just... I never actually thought about it. I just try to kill him.
Even when she's at max range.
I don't know the damage numbers.
You can dynamite the other end of Symmetra's
teleporter and detonate
it when the enemy walks through it. Torbjorn's a pretty easy matchup for ASHE. As usual, just keep your distance, use dynamite to bait out his overload, and just shoot him down. It also only takes 3 shots to take down his turret if you aren't too far, so try prioritizing that with some jiggle peeking if possible. Remember that Tracer is one-shottable with a scoped headshot, but it's a lot harder than you think.
That is so satisfying to do.
Due to her erratic blink movement and potential to one-clip you if you stay scoped in. If your coach gun happens to be on cooldown, try your best forcing her recall with a scoped body shot. Widow is pretty much the hardest counter to use since she outranges you. She's typically played outside of your dynamite range, but if she isn't, you can try to find an off angle to toss it at her without peeking and force her to fall back. Be aware of Ana's sleep dart and
hitting tracers in the head
so he doesn't get slept.
Are the most satisfying thing to do.
Additionally, hitting a dynamite on Ana is almost guaranteed to force her biotic grenade or else she risks dying. The dynamite burn on Bridget works on both her shield and herself. Remember that if she puts her shield down, it'll stop but will continue burning the moment she puts it back up.
I actually did not know that. If you throw a dynamite and blow it up, I know her shield takes damage, but if she puts it down, it doesn't take damage, but if she puts it back up, it takes damage? Bro, I actually never knew that.
5 more scope shots, you can single-handedly break her shield and prevent her from bashing. Other than trying your best to hit those Reddit Lucios, never forget to use your coach gun to recover from falling off the map if he boops you. Additionally, look to coach gun him off walls to stop his momentum and make it easier to land your shot. Against Mercy, if you ever get a pick, make sure to toss a dynamite or send Bob near the enemy's dead body to deter her from going for a res. Bob can work surprisingly well against Valkyrie if he gets in line of sight of her, since she's very hard to hit in Valk form and will force her to reposition. During Moira's Coalescence, this would be one of the better times to headshot her since she can't crouch. Similar to some of the other heroes earlier, Dynamite can force Moira to use Fade since it will stop the burning effect immediately. Finally, for Zenyatta, his static hitbox makes it extremely easy to body shot Dynamite combo or to simply headshot him. It's also important to remember that he can be knocked up with Coach Gun or Bob even during his Transcendence, and you should consider doing this under certain circumstances.
And that's all for the ASHE tips.
Yeah, but not a lot of that is really hard to do. I know they're doing it for the video, but actually pulling that off is hard to do. She can now fade Cole. Yeah, this was from 2018. A lot has changed since 2018, bro.
Tip series is all caught up, although some of the videos are definitely outdated and will be updated along with a new hero series, so look out for that. Before I go, I'd like to talk about today's video sponsor, Twitch.tv and the Overwatch category. That's right, we're sponsored by Twitch, and if you're familiar with this series, I always encourage you guys to check out.
Where's Overwatch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Overwatch is not even in the top 12. But Fortnite is popping off, bro. 278k in 2018. League of Legends is at 100k still. Counter-Strike, just chatting. Super Smash Bros. FIFA 2019, bro. FIFA chat, don't do FIFA games. Don't do sport games. All they do is just change a number, change the rosters, and then you have to spend all that VC or virtual currency and all that shit to fucking. Nah, dude.
It's live stream. If you're hungry for live Overwatch game,
wait, where are we?
You can always.
The casino was popping off back then. Overwatch, 21.3k viewers in 2018. What are we at now? We're up 2,000. We're up 2,000. 23.8. Everything's changed, bro. Look at this. Just Chatting is at 84k. Just Chatting is at 524. World of Warcraft 216. League of Legends 211. Fortnite 171. Fortnite is still fucking popping. League of Legends is still fucking popping. Counter-Strike is still doing well. Chat, did you guys learn anything from the ASHE thing? I actually learned a few things.